Fans of Nicki Minaj approach Marc Lamont Hill after he responds to Anton Daniels. Yes, it is correct. Marc Lamont Hill was at war with Nicki Minaj supporters on a recent platform who called him out and kind of reacted to Anton Daniels' criticism of him. And I'll start right now. Don't forget to utilize the timestamps and skip around to the parts you think are more pertinent to your audio experience. Now let's get started. Let's get started.
I don't know Anton. I'm not familiar with his work, but I'm gonna get familiar with it. I'll do the reading and find out. Um, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anton actually did a video about it. Like, he had like a text message. I don't know if this is like your assistant trying to book him for like night school. That doesn't mean you
Oh,
know him, but
yeah,
he
that's
did post
exactly what
that.
happened.
she also books for Newsmax. I looked at her LinkedIn. Apparently, she also books for the Cuomo Show.
Right, which interestingly enough would make sense of why she would know who he was and I wouldn't. But Danny, I'm gonna send you something.
Okay.
Don't don't post this on the
TL.
yes. Are you do I have your word that you're not going to do that?
Sure. You have my word.
It's nothing particularly secretive. I just y'all move weird out here.
Wait, so
Whoa,
the
whoa,
so
whoa, what do we mean?
so
I've never published nobody's shit.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no. I don't. I didn't.
Uh,
I don't think you did. That's why But I'm asking because I have to because people are here. When I say y'all, I mean
Me
the
included.
JVP media community is what I was talking about, not you in particular. If I thought you
Oh,
were going to do it, I wouldn't.
all right, cool. Claro.
so Mark, does this person always book people that you're not familiar with,
Yes,
or
That's how bookers work.
Puppy.
I have a
oh,
producer and a booker.
but I thought you would like know beforehand, like, or be like, hey, I might reach out to this person. Are you cool with it? You don't know
No,
the
they sent it to I have my producer here. I just did a search for his name in my text threads because this is such a
no
good
the like
account.
the reason why I asked is because Anton, he seems like he's like has conservative values. I don't think that's somebody you talk to on night school, but
I do
that's why.
debates. Remember, I debated that other guy, that Pan African guy.
Brandon.
On night school, 'cause I know you debate guys on like
Yes,
other like
yes, on night school.
Pierce Morgan and all that shit,
Yeah,
but I don't know.
please don't. Oh man, yeah, we.
No,
No,
no, because he said it. Anton said it.
that's so weird to me to like I mean, I don't. It's not like to name people's.
No,
These
I
are
mean
real
I didn't even
people.
see what you sent me.
No, I haven't
I'm
sent it
just
yet.
saying,
I haven't sent anything
Anton
yet.
Anton said it. That's why I'm like looking. I
Hello.
referenced
Yeah,
that
which I
name.
think is weird, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think it could anything could be weird, but I mean, she's a booking producer.
Do it
Information.
Weird
later.
is in the eye of the beholder.
Weird is not gonna be older,
So
but
much.
I I wonder, like, is it like a third party thing where you just have like somebody who, oh, I need a guest, get me a guest, and they just book
Yes,
you.
that is literally what happens.
Mm, okay, so she might know exactly who he is, and you might not.
Well, what happened was somebody in the comments asked for him under like multiple videos. Somebody said book Anton Daniels apparently, and and that's what my producer said, and then my booker it said who he was, and that was the request. That was it. It had nothing to do with me. I wasn't in the exchange. But again, like, why would I lie? Like, what would be the thing to lie about?
Well, a lot of people do that in the industry. When they want to diss somebody, they pretend not to know somebody, even though they know them. So that's why Anton to me might have been telling the truth, because that's like,
Oh,
oh, I don't
But
even know.
I don't think he's lying. He's saying somebody from my team booked him. I agree. I believe somebody from my team booked him or
And
tried
and
to
s-
also,
book him.
and s- and some people would say since you're on the Joe Budden podcast, you don't want to give him free promo. So like, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna pretend not to remember his name.
Oh no, that was on purpose. I was being funny about that. But I had no idea who he was though. Like
yeah,
until the Brian McKnight interview, like I had no idea who he was.
and he also does he's not a Joe Budden reaction channel, but he does content about the Joe Budden show sometimes.
Is it negative or positive?
It's kind of both. And I thought you guys might have seen him at some point, because he does monster views, and like he
Listen to
has.
me. You could take this or leave it alone. On the lives of my children, I had no. If you would put a gun to my head 5 seconds before that Brian McKnight interview and asked me who he was, I could not have told you, and I would have told you I'd never heard of him. And I
Okay.
and you can take that or leave it. I'm gonna just leave it there. I have no idea. I had no idea who he was. And what is that? Like, I get the whole I don't pretend you don't know who people are as a joke. I get that, but I'm telling you, I had no idea who he was.
Mm.
And saying that somebody from my team tried to book him was it a year? It had to be a year over a year ago. Yeah, I don't know who he is. You think
It
and
sound like it
even if
sound
somebody
like
even if somebody brought his name to me over a year ago, no, I wouldn't remember that. No, I gotta say so, Papa. Déjalo. No one would. No one would. No, I wouldn't remember that. Why would I remember? I book over the course of a week between my multiple shows. I'm in a conversation about booking maybe 20 people.
mm,
Just for Al Jazeera alone, we go through names. We might go through 20 people. And then on night school, we when we were going 4 days a week. In fact, a year ago, we were going 5 days a week, and we had office hours. No,
Terus papi,
we probably went through 500 names last year. Like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't remember his name.
yo te la espalda.
Oh, mi espalda. Okay, un momentito, okay.
Mm.
Yeah. So no, I didn't know. Uh, but I mean, is that the big thing that I was supposed to? I really knew who he was. Like, I mean, is he so significant? I mean, and I don't mean this as a diss because he could be, but is he that big
I
that I'm
mean,
supposed
his
to know
YouTube
him?
channel has got like 1 million subscribers, so yeah. And
I
his
ain't
face,
never
yeah.
heard of him.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm not. YouTube isn't my primary space. Like, if he had like and I'm saying YouTube is important, so I'm not saying that as a diss. I'm just saying like that's not.
¿Qué me está doliendo?
I don't. No, I can say so entonces. Like that's not my main world. You know what I mean? So like the people I know on YouTube of a lot of stuff are people like for example, was it Hasanabi? Y'all know
Who's that?
Hasanabi?
Nah.
I know,
Exactly.
yeah.
Hasanabi has millions of people as a streamer.
You
That's my
set me
point.
up, man. That's tricky.
No, no, I'm not being like I didn't know who he was either until someone said like you need to have Hasanabi on, and I had him on, and my YouTube subscriptions went up like by like 50,000 because he was such a big deal. But I didn't know who he was because that wasn't my world.
Nah, because Anton Daniels, though, to me, I felt like he would be more somebody you came across because he does reaction to like Joe Budden from time to time, and he has
But Danny, I may have seen a Joe Budden reaction before from him. I just didn't memorize the name.
he has also two channels. He has the million subscriber channel. He has a 400,000
Let me look.
channel, and he also has the Instagram, and he also is pretty popular on short form content. I come across his videos, and I ain't even looking for them.
Right, what I'm saying is
So
I
yeah,
may have seen one of his videos and not known that that's Anton Dan. You know, you watch videos, you don't necessarily know the person. Like, there's a dude who does the J Button videos you mentioned walking. They're walking down the street, right?
yeah.
I've seen at least two of them. I have no idea what his name is right now. That doesn't mean I literally have no idea what his name is. Gun to my head, I couldn't tell you what his name is.
But you tried to book him though, right?
I mean,
He wanted me to be your team, not you.
you was that worth it?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Got me. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know his name, and yeah, I've never had any interaction with him, so I wouldn't remember him. But if we had an interaction, then I would remember it. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying?
okay.
Would you still
Well,
debate him, or after this is like you're gonna dub if?
I mean, I gotta watch the video first.
I mean, he just said that like um you're smart to people who have 100,000 or 200,000 in loans. He did the whole you're a bot, you're a worker. You have to ask Joe for permission to see him. He said
Okay,
he'll burn the whole podcast down if need be. He said don't fuck with me. All that fly content shit that people do.
got it,
they get go bad to the body.
got
Uh,
it. I mean, then no. I mean, it doesn't sound like there's anything to talk about, right? I mean, if that's what he's on, and you know what I mean, that's not a healthy conversation. I'm not out here. I don't need to have unhealthy conversations for content. That's stupid.
He said he'll debate you too, and then he'll beat you or something like that. Like,
The hell do what?
he'll debate you and he'll beat you. I think that's what he said.
Okay, I mean, I hope he would
They
say
know.
that. I
They
mean,
know
I hope
Brian McKnight.
I wouldn't think he'd say like
Wait,
he'd debate me and lose. Like, I'm sure he does think he'd win, and I think I would win, and that's how you go into debates, and that's cool. But
Oh,
it doesn't sound like he wants to debate me, and if and Malcolm, no, I can say so, Poppy.
Lumpia.
mm,
But yeah, I hope he does think he's gonna win. He should, and I should too. And I'm sure he's very successful. I'm sure he makes lots of money. I'm sure he's doing great for himself, and I'm proud of him. That's
he
what's up.
al- he also, as someone who's been at the business end, this he says that he thinks you're autistic and that you blink a lot.
I, I,
Yeah.
I am autistic.
Oh, you are, man.
Yeah,
Salute.
I'm on the
Okay.
spectrum. Yeah, that's supposed to be like,
No, I don't know. He said that you blink a lot. That was something he said.
oh, that cuts deep.
You're gonna cry now.
I'm crying right now.
Cry on. Can you cry on an audio so I could clip
That's why
it?
I'm blinking.
Yeah, yeah. No, but I need auditory crying.
He's autistic, Danny.
Yeah, but I need it. Damn.
They don't express the same way as other people.
Yeah,
Telling him to cry on
déjalo,
the mic is
déjalo hacer su-
crazy, man. Yo, cry
But
on the mic real quick.
please. I
Yeah.
need to
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, this isn't a. To me,
Well,
it's not a big. To me, this whole thing is silly. Like it's like people make content. You make content. I make content. We make content. That's it. Like I don't.
I agree because I've never heard of that nigga until this scenario until today, and
Mark
it's
Lamont
really
can
just
confirm
Wait, you
himself.
you you said you haven't?
yeah. I've never heard of him either, but I don't watch the Joe Budden
Exactly.
podcast.
Say that again.
I said, but I don't watch the Joe Budden podcast, so like that type of stuff probably wouldn't be in my algorithms.
No, but he makes content that's outside of the JVP universe. He said.
Never heard of him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's possible to never heard of somebody without it being like a diss to them or whatever.
And the
Yeah, but
situation just sounds like it sounds like when a girl says, "Yeah, but you be in my DMs though." And it's like, but that's not really the context of what was going
it's
on.
just because
Right.
it's
Like,
true.
again, I may have been. That does not mean.
I just have a hard time believing that you saw the board and that you knew there was a Brian McKnight interview, and you completely like just said Anton Danielson or something. I
Wait,
I think I think you saw his name before and know at least at the very least his name was that.
no, I didn't. I said in the interview when I said to Antoine Jameson, I was being funny.
Okay, got it.
I said that.
So you
But
intentionally missaid his name to like shoot at him.
yes, I said that.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not pretending that I didn't. What I'm telling you is going into the Brian McKnight interview, I had no idea who he was. And even when I said his name wrong, all I knew at that moment was his name. And I only knew his name because of the Brian McKnight interview, because of Brian McKnight. But I still didn't know who he was, what he did, or anything.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not being like shake cagey. I'm telling you, yeah. I don't. When I make a joke, I make a joke and I own it. But me saying I didn't know who he was wasn't a joke.
Yeah. Well, I guess you know him now.
I mean, I'm familiar with his name, but again, I'm going to look him up. I'm going to do the work. I just haven't had time, but I will. I plan to.
Mhm.
I was busy. I've been busy all
What?
week.
Can I ask why is it important for Mark to respond to this? Whatever was
Well,
said.
Because I'm not.
he,
So people gonna be disappointed.
well, I mean, he did go on the rant against Brian McKnight, which was on the podcast with Anton, and
No, I saw that clip of Brian McKnight saying that, people's an asshole or whatever. Then I saw the clip of Mark responding, but I didn't know about the other gentleman.
Anton, and he also said that Mark is only smart to, and I don't know what he said, but he says Mark is only that. Oh, if you fake intellectual thing,
Yeah. Maybe
yeah,
I am. I don't think I don't think I'm that smart. So,
yeah.
you know, maybe I'm just not that smart.
But
I'm
clearly
okay
he
with that.
thinks you're that smart.
Maybe I don't know what he thinks. I don't know him enough to know what he thinks. I know I know he says that there's no results. That's what he said in the Brian McKnight interview, and that's cool. Maybe there's not enough results. This is what I'm saying. Like what he thinks about me doesn't bother me. Doesn't matter to me.
Mm, yeah.
So I'm not going to spend a lot of time making I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Vamos a comer, papa.
There are reports that JVP Elevated has tried to broker some type of peace. Is that true?
Por favor.
Yeah, Elevation hit me up and was like, or maybe I hit him up about something. I forget. I sent him whatever it was. I He was like, y'all want to do like a debate? And I said, I mean, I'm open to it. And then it was like, what would you debate? And then we didn't really come up with anything substantive. It was like, because again, I don't have an issue with him, and I don't know what he believes. I don't know his politics, so I can't. What I don't have a thing to debate him on because I don't know what he thinks about anything. I'm not going to debate him on whether or not I'm intelligent or whether or not I think I'm smart. That's stupid, right? So, like, what are we going to debate?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And
reading the
again, like,
comments.
if there's a good answer, I'm down. You know what I mean? And if it
I
makes
think you
sense,
could debate on the if you're intellectual thing.
but
What is
I don't. That's not something. That's not a position that I.
Well, just the idea that he's telling you you're not intellectual in any way, or I'm not. I
that's
maybe
Okay, so let's
yeah.
say that's true, right? Let's say I'm not. The stakes of that, like, I don't debate just to debate. So, like, yes, let's say that's true. Like, Danny, how tall are you?
5'11".
Okay, I think you're 5'10".
Hmm.
If let's debate it. I'm gonna come out to your house. I'm gonna get a video camera. I'm gonna have a tape measure. We're gonna do like you might be like, Mark, this is stupid. Like
That
not
shit gonna go.
because
That
like
shit gonna go crazy on Patreon.
right. It's like every debate isn't worth having. Like the stakes of your height aren't high enough.
Yeah, but people would watch that on Patreon.
Exactly. And I don't want to do things just for content. So like no, like yeah,
I'm
like
sure.
so cool. Like yes, maybe I'm. let's say he persuades me or the world that I'm not as intellectual as I think I am, and I don't think I'm. That's not really my argument, but like, let's say that's the case. Then who- now what? What changes?
You get some great meeting of the minds on two different ends of content creation.
Wait, Mark, didn't you say you debated some guys for like Pan Africanism on your channel? Isn't that for content?
Yeah, because he wanted to.
No, no. What the stakes of the debate were important to me. If you debate me about whether or not we should get reparations, I'm down for that, right? Because I think reparations is an important enough issue. If you want to debate me about whether we should vote Republican or not, that's an important enough issue because that impacts how we move in the world as a people. Debating whether or not I think I'm cute, which is basically whether I think I'm whether I'm as intellectual as I think I am, like that's not worth it to me.
Hey,
And it
what's
might
up, Mark?
and it might be to somebody else. It's just not worth it to me. Even
I
if a
think
million people watch it.
I think people debate so that they can promote themselves.
That's one reason to debate for sure. It's just not my reason.
Battle rap, politics, the elections, just so
Yeah,
they can gain that popularity.
yeah. I'm comfortable with my level of popularity. There's a lot of people more popular than me, but I don't need to get more popular by doing that. It's just not my choice. And I respect people who make that choice. It's just not my choice.
So I take it you're done. This is ends here.
I mean, yeah, I don't think there's anything to
Got it.
talk about.
Because I don't want to see a Mark Lamont response on Patreon.
Dude, if I was gonna make a Marc Lamont response on Patreon, I would have made it 3 days ago. And
No.
I wasn't gonna respond to Brian McKnight
Hmm. Why did you?
because I'm on a show where people ask me to talk about things, but I'm talking about on my Patreon.
Wait, so
Okay.
who wrote it on the board? Who
I
wrote
didn't walk in
Brian
the room,
McKnight?
hey y'all, mute up. I want to talk about Brian McKnight. Like that wasn't the case.
Mark Lamont got
So
hit.
Joe was the one that wrote Brian McKnight on the board. Like, are you gonna talk about this? Or was it
I
you?
didn't think Brian McKnight was on the board. Was Brian McKnight on the board?
You
He
asking
wasn't
somebody?
there.
I
No,
know.
we wasn't there.
Oh, he said it like, oh, who wrote on the board? Like presuming
No,
that it was
because
over. I don't think it was on
you
the board.
mentioned that on the board. Like, oh, I see we got Brian McKnight. You're the one that brought up the topic. You saying that you didn't want to talk about it.
I did not bring it up.
All right, let's pull up the
Am I
episode.
mistaken? If I did, I don't. If I did, it's because I was told to, but I don't remember that.
No, I think what he's saying is that you mentioned that you saw Brian McKnight name on the board.
When did I say that?
I think like 15 minutes ago, maybe.
I said I saw Brian McKnight's name on the board. I never said that. I don't remember. I don't believe his name was on the board.
Because I think it was like to the part where he was talking about knowing Anton Daniel's name, whatever his name is. And I think you said you saw something's name on the board because of
No,
it,
not on the
something like that.
board. I'm saying I saw it on the Brian McKnight clip from JBTV community. It wasn't on the board.
Got it, got it, got it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't recall Brian McKnight even being on the board. I think like somebody said something to me about it in the room like before we started, and then like when we started, it was like, yep, we're gonna talk about Brian. Like it was like Joe brought it up and I responded. And I'm cool responding. I could have said no comment, but I mean like I didn't wasn't something I was passionate about. And honestly, if I was passionate about it, I'm talking about to discuss, I would have did it on my Patreon.
Mm.
So, Mark, you don't think looking it up and finding out that Anton Daniels and good afternoon, host, that Anton Daniels might be that one could deem it as a maybe in some of his political points and takes on maybe how white liberals, black liberals, white conservative, black conservatives. I think maybe that's his take. Now he may have taken a jab at you, right, to get your attention, but I think between two black men with opposing ideologies in the political sphere, I think that would be a healthy conversation. Maybe not a debate, but just
Yeah, but that's a different conversation. Like, remember, I said I'd be open to a debate if it's an important topic. That what you just said is an important topic.
well, yeah,
The thing I was
that's Anton Daniels' character, right? It's this black
right.
man. He's
The
a
thing I
black
was
conservative.
rejecting.
Yeah.
Right. I'm saying the thing I was rejecting as a debate was the question about whether I'm intellectual or not, because that doesn't mean anything for our people
And I've watched Mark's YouTube channel. He's debated other black people in the political sphere who had different opinions than him, like Jason
all the
Whitlock.
time. For a while, Thursday was my debate day. Every Thursday, I would debate people, and that's why we were reaching out to all the black conservatives. And I'll be honest with you, the only way to find black conservatives, like if you do this long enough, is to look on YouTube and Twitter for people, for people who say the opposite as everybody else is saying, and then you find them, and then you ask them if they want to come on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
and I think
don't
that's
let him in
cool.
the White House.
I think it's super cool to have those conversations. Again, I'm not against them.
Got it. When does the Ian and Mark show return?
The Mark and Ian show. And this again, I'm never doing your show again
That's fine.
because
It is what you did to Dub.
this level of disrespect, deliberately misnaming my show,
Mm.
I think is horrific, atrocious, egregious.
Really sorry that you feel that way, Mark. Danny, play the clip, please.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm sorry you feel that way. Danny, could you play the clip?
What
Oh,
clip?
yeah.
Whatever clip that's gonna make him upset.
Nah, I say it's called the Ian and Mark Show on YouTube by the Joe Budden Network. It's not
and who controls that?
the person who pays you,
That pays us. First off, us pays us.
but
Pays us.
you are part of us. You're part of
Yes.
the us.
I'm saying you and me, Danny. Don't act like you're not part of it.
Oh no, I'm
But
not part of it. I'm not part of it.
no, you are part of it. Come
No,
on.
JBN is the label that pays you.
Oh, it is.
Why
I ain't
are
gonna hold
you see? I don't understand. I don't understand, man. I don't know why I'm paid by no jumper. Ian Dunlop has paid me. I am a contract mercenary. If anybody were to pay me, I would still be independent of anybody. The Stop is a completely independent platform.
that's what you say, but
So you a
the
hoe.
records show otherwise.
I don't know why you gotta say ho
He
mercenary.
was like anybody who sends me money, dog.
Play the clip. Evan, play the clip.
I'm a gunner.
Yeah, let me go get it.
No, so but anyway, yeah, it's called the Ian and Mark Show.
And it's not, is what I'm telling you. That is these are white man lies that you accept.
I mean, you get paid by it. And then it's actually it says the Ian and Mark Show on the channel, the playlist.
Yes, and I'm saying he's manipulating that to make you think that.
Okay. Okay.
Stop believing everything that they tell you.
I just think the
Yeah.
positioning, the branding.
It's
There
like
would
in
be
Wicked when they wrote stuff on the sky, then they changed it for the people.
exactly. I didn't see Wicked, but I'm just saying exactly because you agree with me.
Salute to that.
Play the
But
clip.
yeah, when is it coming back? If it's coming back, I don't know.
I'm not answering that question until you name it properly.
I can't name it properly if you want to name it wrongly.
Why? You say wrong shit all the time.
No, because it's called the Ian and Mark Show. I can't change it up for you.
Why is your allegiance to the white man this strong, man? Is it because he pays you?
I mean, you ain't paying me.
Yeah, you're talking about Joe Soulmate.
No. Yeah.
He did say Ian on the PJ.
Yeah. I mean, no, Ian took him on a PJ. Yeah.
Mm.
You think Mark got a PJ? Like, come on.
Clearly, I ain't even got my own business, right?
Ain't
I'm
no
a what's it? Would you say would you say I'm an independent? No, I gotta ask for what is it? I'm a worker and I gotta ask for a permission.
Yeah, no, ain't no CUNY professor got a PJ, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just not gonna happen.
Also, just telling the activists that they're broke isn't really like the diss that y'all think it is.
I mean, a lot
Telling
of
an activist
activists
he don't
out
got
there
a PJ is crazy.
Right. Like
don't
I
got.
don't pretend to be rich. I don't walk around like I'm rich.
Yeah, but I mean,
What'd you
Ian,
say?
I mean, you don't have a PJ. What's wrong with that?
No, I'm not talking about you. I was going back to the thing you said, homeboy said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Oh, Anton.
yeah. That's what I was saying. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have a PJ. You right.
That's okay. Yeah,
I live.
yeah. I mean,
If you
salute to
heard
that.
some of Mark's positions on issues, you would probably think he wouldn't want a PJ.
I would not want a PJ. I'm damn embarrassed to have been in one.
You looked happy on the PJ.
We were acting. It's a show.
I think.
I mean, you
Oh,
can
but
still
to
got
be,
a
I
show.
well,
don't, I
let me
don't
say
think
this.
I
Let
don't
me
think
say
your
this.
acting
Just to
is
be
that.
clear.
I don't
Just to
think
be
your acting
clear.
is that good. That
No,
you,
no. Just to be clear. I was happy to be on the PJ. I'm not saying I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm
But
about to say.
but you can't
yeah,
go
because
by
ain't
what
no
happened
way,
on
man.
an episode of a TV show. I mean, come on.
Well, the way you were acting, it was like Cameron and Paid in Full, like you were playing a person that was you in that moment. That's how I felt. Yeah,
I'm glad you bought into the realness of the show. It means we're doing our job.
So he's that good at acting.
yeah, yep. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't even know what I was but yeah, I guess if you don't want to give a name or give a day that it might come back, it's still the Ian and Mark show to me. I don't want to trigger you.
I'm triggered.
Uh,
But to
yeah.
answer your question, the Mark and Ian show will be back in 2026.
Okay. Any changes you want to talk about? Any new things you might be doing?
Prize guess.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Mm.
They had Dub actually starting the season off. Now he's canceled.
Are you gonna get
Um,
Marcus Bishop Phil on there?
so we're looking for a replacement for Dub.
Got
Okay.
an idea. I got a guy. His name's Marcus Bishop Phil.
Okay,
Professor at BMCC.
great
Yeah.
name.
Thugonomics.
I
Yeah.
love it.
101.
Well, I mean, I
Gotta introduce
guess
people to the lifestyle.
2026 is supposed to be a big year for the JBN based on Joe's comments last Friday's Patreon.
Yeah, how you feel about that speech you gave, Mark?
Or Monday, I should say.
I felt great. I felt great. I felt inspired. Great leadership.
What did he say?
Wait, you asked me how I felt about it and you didn't hear it?
That was BX who said that.
No,
Oh, okay. I was
BX.
like,
Yeah, no. BX said it was good. I'm asking, what did Joe say? I didn't hear it.
I was like, I'm so confused.
Did you piss off the Nicki fans? Mad Nicki fans are
Now
requesting to come.
you was copping, please, before
Yeah.
even giving your
Mad,
statement about Nicki. He's like, yo, I'm sorry.
Mad Nicki Minaj fans have requested to be on stage.
they want to
And
curse
I'm
me
like,
out. And
and I'm
What did you do?
I,
I'm-
I don't know. I love Nicki Minaj though.
mm,
Salute to Nicki.
I just don't want to
Queens and
end
it's
up.
crazy.
I'll take one. Danny, if I have a Nicki Minaj conversation, can I clip it for content?
Go ahead.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't.
Yeah, bring one up. Bring one up. Bring one up.
We have Onika Cookie.
Hi, is it fine if you could let my friend Mirage's the Elite? They're requesting Feel the Bass 86.
All right.
Wait. Hold on. Who am I talking to? I thought I was talking to you.
This is Onika Cookie. They would like to speak to you, please.
Wait, you're Onika Cookie?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll talk to you, Onika Cookie. You're the person. Do you want to talk? Yes or no?
First of all, I've been hearing that you've been saying some pretty lies, a lot of lies about Nicki Minaj, and we don't stand for that
What did
shit.
I say? What did I say?
I want you to bring up my friends up first.
No.
So
What do you have?
you have a platform and you're spreading misinformation about her. She's never said that she's MAGA. She's never said she's associated with the.
To being clipped. I do not consent to being clipped. I do not consent.
Well, then we're gonna have to take you down. Sorry. No beef. We're just gonna have to take you
Oh,
down
wait.
from.
Well, I want to say, hold on, before you take me down.
I'm sorry. If you don't
I'm
want
trying to protect you.
Yeah, because I didn't even mean to remove her from the space. So please, no beef. But if you don't consent,
No.
if you don't consent to being clipped, then I can't have you on stage. That's all. I mean, if anybody else wants to come up and make the case for Nicki, I'll bring a Barb dolly.
Mr. Cookie?
I don't like how you're spreading misinformation about Nicki Minaj on your platform. It's not okay.
What platform? What platform?
Hello?
Your platform.
What platform? Where'd you see about this? What platform did
Your
you?
Twitter account, your other social media
what did I say on
accounts.
Twitter? What did I say on Twitter about Nicki?
You called
My
Nicki
thing
Minaj
is,
MAGA, and you said it was a MAGA flex, and it's not at all.
No,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
she's fighting for Christians in Nigeria right now.
MAGA flex was her words. She said it was a MAGA flex.
She's never
No,
said
she's
that out
never
of her
said
mouth.
that
She's
before.
fighting for people in Nigeria.
She's fighting for people
Christian
in
rights.
Wait,
Nigeria
hold on.
that
Hold on. She
Yeah, go
tweeted,
ahead.
United Nations was a MAGA flex, Trump on the text. Y'all should be afraid of what I'm going to do next. That was Nicki's words, not mine.
What
First
are you
of
talking
all,
about? That Nicki never said nothing like that. What are you talking
She's
about?
never said.
I'm reading her tweet. I'm reading her tweet right now.
No, my thing is.
Where's the tweet?
This woman has been doing so much. No, hold on. This woman has been doing so much for her black brothers and sisters, and y'all always sit down and drag this woman to hell. Like, what is the issue?
I don't drag her. I think she's
you
doing
guys
great.
never highlight the good that Nicki does. Y'all are always dragging this black woman. That's what you did.
Okay, but you're friends with Charlemagne, and you're friends with the Breakfast Club.
Mr. Bald-headed Mark.
Y'all just talking over each other.
I don't know why you're acting like Nicki's lying about what's happening in Nigeria when you can look up the proof yourself. I don't know why you're trying to make those claims.
Yeah, but you're trying to paint a narrative on her.
People are dying. People are going through.
Wait. I just want to mute everybody because people are over talking. D Tiny was speaking, so just let her finish her point.
People are dying and people are going through real stuff, and you're trying to get a clickbait title for a little check. You need to do better. You are a grown ass man.
Okay.
Now imagine if it was you and your family.
Feel the bass.
You would want anybody to
Mirage
speak up.
the Elite likes to come back.
I can't bring her back.
It is sad. It hurts me to see black, or because we're all black. It doesn't matter what country we're from. As black brothers and sisters, because I'm from Jamaica. But my thing is, when I look at how
No
this
way.
woman have
There's no way
done,
you're from Jamaica.
of course, I come from Jamaica. What do you mean? I'm gonna come from Jamaica. What do you mean?
Why was that
What do you mean? I'm
sad?
not born
If there
Jamaican.
was
What do you
just some
mean?
way to know you were Jamaican.
I am Jamaican.
No, I checked
So
this
my
about
thing
it.
is, when I sit
It's
and I
okay.
look how
Go
this
ahead,
woman is
Marc.
doing so much for person that she's not even from Jamaica. She's not from Nigeria. She's not from she's not
Wait, she's
from
not from where? She's not from where?
all these countries. That's she's not from Jamaica.
Or where
She's
else?
not she's not from
Field of Base
Nigeria.
86,
But
Majesty
she
Elite
goes in her pocket and
consents.
she helps while you guys drag. You guys say you love these countries and other places and you guys never supported them. So you're telling me
Okay,
as a black
Majesty
brother,
is
as a
here.
black
Do I
man
get to
right now,
respond
it
or do I
doesn't hurt
keep
you
this
that
is
Wait. Let Mark respond. You guys are. I have love for the Barb community, but we need to let Mark
Well,
respond.
I'm here with the statistics, and I want to have a
It's kind of wild. You sound like Nicki.
because
Go ahead,
I
Mark.
do, and I have a college education, baby. I have a master. My thing is, you got on
a master?
your college masters. You got on your platform and had the nerve to say that Nicki Minaj is being used by the Republican Party and saying that there is no genocide of Christians going on within Nigeria when the Pope just
I
came out.
didn't say that.
The Pope.
Do you not see what you just the title to?
The Pope just came out himself and said that there is currently a genocide going on and to free these Nigerian Christians. The Pope himself said it. Okay? And also,
Can you show me where he said? Can you send me that just real quick? Can you send
yes,
me where
I
he
can.
said there was a genocide?
Yes, I
No,
can.
hold on. Let me ask the question. Can you send me where he said there was a genocide?
Wait 1 second, babes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just want to read the article. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just want to see the article so I can respond to it. I don't want to speak about something I didn't read.
All
Be
right.
Thank you
careful.
so much. It's in the Jumbotron. Let me finish. He just spoke about the 303 Christian school children that were just abducted in Nigeria. 303.
I saw that.
So hold on. But you still had to say what you had to say. The plight that's going on in Nigeria is not something that to be laughed about, and it's not something to be funny. And for you to try to say that she's being used by the Republican Party, this has been going on since the 1950s. This is nothing new.
Yeah.
There's over 22 extremist groups within Nigeria that has been targeting Christians for years. It spiked in
Like who? Like who?
it spiked
Like
in
who?
2009.
I mean, you cut in my turn. It was actually my turn, but
when I finish and when I land my plane.
no, it was my turn
In
before you started,
2019,
and you jumped in
in
anyway. But go ahead.
2019, several Nigerian Christians got to speak on Capitol Hill as well. This isn't something that just happened. It's because none of these quote unquote democratic people or democratic representatives want to speak on this issue because it does not affect them. But because Nicki Minaj said the word Trump, you want to radicalize her when there is nothing to be
Yeah.
radicalized. When she said herself, this is not a black and white issue. This is not a party issue. This is a side, and we want
Pick it up.
people want the freedom of religion, and you're trying to misconstrue it on your platform, and it is disgusting.
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 Absolutely. And
Absolutely.
sad.
It is very disgusting.
Wait, I'm gonna take down everybody but Majesty. It's just Onika Cookie. You're interloping on the conversation, and I don't have any issues with you, but I gotta take you down. Also, Barb Dolly, we have to have a dialogue, and I think D Tiny and Majesty Elite are the ones to have it right now. And I just want Mark to be able to speak without being interrupted, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead, Mark. You have some accountability you need to take up. What do you say to those claims?
And don't be smug.
You can unmute if you're speaking.
So sí, es mi gorro, papi. Espérate, ¿ok? Estoy hablando con los aficionados de Nicki Minaj. Espérate. So first thing, I didn't call Nicki Minaj a MAGA flex. She said that. It was literally her tweet, and there's a million news outlets that saw the tweet. I saw the tweet. So to say that that didn't happen is like just dishonest. Just it happened, right? She said it for whatever. She could have been playing. She could have been serious. She could have been not serious. You could say she didn't mean it, but you can't say that I said it when she said it. It's just a fact. You're just reading the wrong talking points. The second thing, I'm not dragging Nicki Minaj. One of the things I said, I was on Native Land podcast today. I think it came out today. One of the things I said is we shouldn't infantilize Nicki Minaj. I don't want people to say that she's being used or she's being or to assume the worst in her. I disagree with her. I think she's wrong on this issue, but I don't think like because I disagree with her that we need to that we need to assume the worst. Some people we can have differences of opinion, but I do think it's a difference of opinion, and I do think the facts are on my side. Um, I don't disagree that that Christians are being um, that Christians are being attacked and killed, in Nigeria. By the way, I'm looking at the Pope thing just real fast. I'm look nowhere. The Pope. I listened to the Pope's remarks. I didn't hear him say there's a Christian genocide. I heard him call for the release of the kidnapped kids. And so when people say, well, why did you not criticize the Pope, but you criticize Nicki? It's because they didn't say the same thing. And I'm looking in the jumbo, and it says exactly what I thought it said, which is not what you said it said, which was that he called it a genocide. But that's because that's the distinction that I'm making. No one doubts that Christians are being killed, right? And this last Christians are being killed in Nigeria, but so are Muslims, so are other ethnic groups. The issue, my point, isn't that Christians aren't being killed. The point is that the basis of killing these people isn't their Christianness. Christians are
That's
being.
not true.
o-
That's
o-
not
o-
true. That's a
Are,
lie.
are you comfortable with me finishing and then you go,
Go
or do you
ahead.
want to jump
Well,
in? No,
I'm
I'm saying
gonna
'cause if you want
speak
to go,
after because I have a rebuttal. Camille had to know. I'm gonna speak
Go
after
ahead.
because I
You can go ahead, but that
Wait, let Mark go finish his last thoughts on it, and then Majesty, because it was kind of a back and forth between y'all two, and then Camille could come in later, and we'll go from there. Go ahead,
yeah.
Mark.
And look, I don't claim to be an expert, right? But I've spoken to dozens of experts in Nigeria and outside of Nigeria. And I've been studying this issue for a really long time. Again, not as an expert. So again, y'all sound like experts on this. So I'll defer to your expertise on this, especially the master. But I will say that I do know about Islamic groups and political Islamic groups. That is something I have expertise in. And groups like Boko Haram aren't just killing Christians; they're also killing Muslims as part of their political project. And I'm saying that we shouldn't pay attention. And it's not just like I'm not saying don't worry about the Christians. I'm saying let's not frame it as our only Christian thing
can
because
I
we're
ask
that.
a question? Why are
Just
people being killed? Why
just
are
as soon as
people
I fin-
being killed though?
just as soon as I finish my thought, I promise I'm happy to keep talking, but I just want to be able to finish the thought, if you don't
Okay,
mind.
go ahead. I'm just curious, why are people
I
being
understand.
killed
I'll
I
though?
answer
understand.
that, Camille. Let him finish so I can do my rebuttal, girl. I'm about to get him.
I mean, there's nothing to get. Like we can just have a conversation.
Well,
If you have more
okay, then
information,
finish so I can rebuttal, please. Thank you.
I rebut, and I'm trying. I just okay. So um, and so for me, the question isn't are Christians being killed? It's what is the reason why these extremist groups are killing people? And groups like Boko Haram are doing it because they have what's called a global caliphate. They're actually trying to kill. They're actually trying to expand their vision of Islam by killing anyone who doesn't fit into it. That includes Christians. That also includes moderate Muslims and basically everyday ordinary Muslims. That's why you see Muslims being killed and Muslims being kidnapped and Muslims having these things happen.
Mhm.
And the last point in 10 seconds is y'all say I never talked about this before. Nicki, that's not true. I've been talking about the violence from groups like Boko Haram in Nigeria for decades. I can show you footage of me at rallies for this. I organized, produced, and hosted the Bring Back Our Girls special for BET. Was it 15 years ago? So what are we talking
Okay,
about?
thank you. Thank you.
So to say these things aren't true is absurd.
So for you to try to focus on Boko Haram when there is over 22 extremist groups in Nigeria, especially there is a main five that is targeting Nigerian Christians, including ISWAP, the Islamic State's West Africa province, which broke away from the Boko Haram and formed their own form of ISIS in 2016. And
Yes,
hello?
yes, I'm aware of them. I'm an
So you
expert
did
on
not
them.
know, you're not. You did not talk about them. And I'm
Okay,
pretty sure you are not educated in theology either. What their beliefs are. They broke away from Boko Haram. You could
that's not
hold on.
true.
I didn't
I have a
let
degree in
you
it.
talk all the way through until Camille interrupted you.
That is
Let me
true.
finish.
Majesty did. Yeah, you got you. She did let you finish, Nick. Mark.
Yeah, without interruption.
Thank
That's
you.
totally true. Go ahead.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna mute up.
Thank you. There is several. You try to make this a Boko Haram issue, and there is several different Islamic terrorist groups within Nigeria that has been targeting Christians within the state. But because it has been noted that the government has been paid off from such dignitaries as Mustof Haraj, and other dignitaries in the area are afraid to speak due to backlash. We just seen a woman get on national TV and said that she is scared because she's speaking out against the government, that her home is going to be destroyed. We just seen a mother get on national Nigerian television and speak out about nobody talking about the fact that her daughter was stolen from a school. This is an issue. You had the nerve to say Nicki Minaj is quote unquote defeating MAGA talking points when the only people that is talking about this Nigerian genocide is Republicans. No Democratic candidate is bringing this up. In 2019, when it was brought to Capitol Hill for the first time, it was Republicans at that time talking about it as well. Nicki Minaj has made this clear. This is not a party issue. This was Democrats speaking on it. She would have sided with them too and spoke on it. But the issue is there is no sides. It's only right and wrong. And the fact that you want to push an agenda and people like you want to push an agenda to go against Nicki Minaj and make it look like it's something that it's not is completely and utterly disgusting. We see what's going on. The Pope does not have to use the word genocide. If 303, you can laugh all you want to. If 303 school children get abducted overnight, that is the plight of the starting of a genocide. Those children, nobody knew what happened. The parents were worried, and the government did not want to speak on it. The mother even said the government did not want to speak on it. I got on national Nigerian television that said so. At the end of the day, if you want to look at the startings of several genocides, including the Holocaust, Germany tried to act like it never was happening. And still to this day, we have people that are Holocaust deniers and say that it never happens. That's the start of a genocide because nobody wants to accept the fate until it's last minute. The same way that America did not step in Germany, Nazi Germany, until last minute when lives could have been saved. Lives could be saved right now the same way in Holocaust Germany that nobody wants to speak out but the Republicans. She's not using MAGA talking points. She is using points to get across that this is not a party issue. This is a human issue.
Danny, can you post those articles in the Jumbo, at least one of them?
I just have a couple questions. Why do you think that? Because nobody's denying that both Christians and Muslims are being killed and that they're killing people to push a certain agenda. So why don't you understand that Christians are being targeted? Look
Where
at
in
the
Islam does it
history
say
of
that?
countries like Afghanistan, Iran. How did they become Muslim? Because they weren't Muslim before the 70s. They were taken over
No, you
by
said
Islamic
theologically, but
colonial power.
I'm asking a clarifying question. You said in Islam they don't want to peacefully exist with
They don't.
Christianity, and they believe in forced conversion. Where in Islamic theology does it say that?
In the Quran, do you know your Quran? Are you Muslim or do you know the Quran?
I know the Quran. I also have a graduate degree in this area. I've studied it for decades. Yes, I know it well.
Okay, well, studying things from an academic perspective is different from studying it from a theological perspective, but
I've studied it from a theological perspective as well.
okay, well, if you understand it from a theological perspective, you understand, and if you understand it from a historical perspective, you
If you
see
read,
how Islam.
have you read
Can
the
I finish
Quran?
what I'm saying? Yes, I have read the Quran.
And so when it says lakum dinakum waliyadin, what does that
Why is
mean?
he interrupting everybody? And
Yeah,
this is
you
my
keep
question.
interrupt. Like, can I say
She
what I
asked me
have
a
to say?
question.
No, I was making a point. I was saying that
Oh, it was rhetorical. I'm
Islam.
sorry. I'm mute up.
If you look at every country in this world that is controlled by the Islamic State, how did they gain control? How did the Islamic State gain control of Afghanistan, Iran, Iran, Turkey? How is that done?
That's the question, right? Can I answer it?
Go ahead.
Or the Islamic State doesn't control Iran, Turkey, and
How
Afghanistan.
did those countries become?
That's
How did
factually
those
incorrect.
countries become mostly? How did those countries become most?
Camille, you gotta let Mark finish.
No, he asked me a question.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I think he was just making his points. But go ahead. If you were asking a question, Mark, ask it again. I don't know if you were.
It's okay. I'm just gonna mute up.
All right, but yeah. So there you have it. The conversation has been derailed. I don't know where we go from here, guys.
No, it hasn't been derailed, Danny, because he's
I
sitting up
have
here
a
saying, can I finish what I
question.
was saying? It hasn't been derailed because he's sitting up here trying to say that Christians in Nigeria are not being targeted when that's factually untrue. So the
Mm,
reason why I brought up
that's not what I'm
the
saying.
theology, can you stop?
That's not what I'm saying.
But you did say that. You said there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. Do you agree that there is a Christian genocide
What
going
is
on? Yes or no?
what is it? No, it's not a yes or no because I don't know how you're defining. But the legal definition.
You know what a genocide
Yes,
is. Do you not
I
know what a
do know what a
genocide is? Okay, so do you agree that there is a genocide
Okay,
of Christians in
I'm
Nigeria?
are you comfortable with me answering the question?
Yeah,
Okay, a genocide refers to an
I
intentional.
know what a
No,
genocide
no, no.
is.
Or then
Like
then tell me what a genocide is.
a Is the purposeful eradicating of of a specific group of people.
Yes, right?
Okay,
Of a
and yes,
certain
a
no, 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 hold on.
specific group of people,
No, no,
Christians, are
no,
being
hold on, hold on,
eradicated
hold
from
on,
northern
hold on,
Nigeria.
hold on. It specifically says a specific racial, ethnical, social, or religious group, right? So
Right.
and so if it's Christians and Muslims, then it's not a specific group, it's both.
No, you're saying, but just because Muslims are being does not mean that specifically Christians are not being eradicated systematically in that country. Like, yes, other people are getting caught in the crossfire. That's true because there's an agenda of Boko Haram and other terroristic groups in Nigeria to push a certain agenda in that country and gain political power. That's very much true. At the same time, Christianity goes against what they're trying to do. Therefore,
So
Christians as a whole specifically are being systemically
I hear you.
erased from that country. So
I
you
hear
can't say it's not a
I hear
genocide just
so
because another group of people is also being killed. Like during the Holocaust, Hitler was eradicating Jews. That doesn't mean other people in the Holocaust didn't die.
right, but the
Yes,
difference
he killed
but
other
the but the
people,
but the
but it was fight against the Jews specifically.
right. And the difference is because the Nazi Holocaust was a genocide against what according to most of the experts that I've seen and all the analysis I've seen from experts, um, that's not what's happening. That this is a targeted attack against multiple groups, but it's not. But Christianity isn't the organizing
But
logic
so
behind it.
the Holocaust.
But that's not
And
true.
that
That's
and
not
that's
true.
and I
The Christians
okay,
Hold on,
are being targeted.
y'all keep saying let y'all finish and y'all cut me.
the Holocaust was a targeted attack against multiple people as well. There was black people, there was gay and queer
No,
as well.
affected is not the same as targeted. Adolf Hitler was not targeting
But
gay
They
Christians
people.
are
were put in. Wait, there is
targeted.
at the Holocaust Museum in Washington D.C. There's a whole section for gay people. There's a whole section for black people. They were infected.
Are you suggesting that the Nazi Holocaust was targeted to gay people? That's what you're saying?
It was targeted. If you look it up and do your
They were
actual fact, it
killed
was
during
actually
the
targeted to
Holocaust,
several
yes.
different
Okay, all right. Y'all got it. Y'all got it then. Y'all got it. If
That's a fact, Mark. What are you
it's
talking
not a
about?
fact. Just
It
because
is
you say it's a fact.
What the hell?
Jews were placed in concentration camps just like Jews were, but were the target
That's what I
of
just
the
said.
genocide.
That's what I just said. You're not hearing what I'm saying.
Okay,
I
what are
agree
you
with you.
What are you
No,
saying?
no, you're not. No,
I'm
listen
going
to what
to
I'm saying.
read
No,
you
no, let me finish.
something. Hold on, Mark, because you have an attitude.
I don't have an attitude. I want to finish.
I'm going to read you something from
No,
the
no, no, no. I'm going to finish my
National
sentence.
Foundation.
All right, Danny.
And it says
I'll
right
let y'all
here,
have it.
gay.
Wait. Let Mark finish. We've lost control of the room. I just want everybody to breathe. This is a very serious subject. Majesty, D Tiny, Onika Cookie. Let's just settle down. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a time, man. Let's just breathe, man. Let Mark finish. He's the one who made the comments. He's the one who has the platform. Cutting him off does a disservice to the dialogue. Come on, man. Come on. All right, go ahead, Mark. Please raise your hand moving forward. You have 2 minutes. Let's just throw something out there. 2 minutes.
I don't even need 2 minutes. I have to leave after this. What I'm
Oh,
saying is,
girl.
Yeah.
I know because God forbid I don't want to spend the entire night. Not my child's been clearly asking for dinner for the last hour.
You could get to the point instead of all the other dialogue. You're losing
Or we could
seconds.
not have a conversation, right? Like I'm talking. Like,
But,
Okay, then bye.
all
Wow.
right, y'all got it. Have a good night.
girl,
You can leave it.
bring him Miss Piggy, because he doesn't want to. I just want to read this because
So Danny,
I don't
so
want
Danny,
What
any
happened?
misinformation spread on your
so
platform.
Danny,
This
let
is
me
from
finish my point, Danny.
Wait, let Mark finish. I think Mark is about to leave Majesty, and then we'll continue the
They
dialogue.
could continue. So the point here is not that. Of course, other groups were affected by the Nazi Holocaust. Black people were, queer people were. There's lots of people who were. That's not the point. But Adolf Hitler's ideology and political vision did not have gay people as the primary target. But there was an impact. I'm not disagreeing with that. But the target was very clear. And what I'm saying is in Nigeria, it's more complicated than that. at the end of the day, I don't have a beef with Nicki Minaj, and I'm not dragging her. I'm saying I don't agree with her, and it's okay to not agree with people.
You're
No, no,
disagreeing
come on.
with
You can't
facts.
possibly think I was done talking. You can't. There's no way you could possibly think in the middle of that sentence I was done talking.
It's fine. I'm just pointing out
Yeah,
that you're disagreeing with factual statements though. Like you
right. And what I'm saying,
Before you left, you also said something on your podcast
I'm not done. Can I
about
finish?
Nicki Minaj being
I
I'm
mean,
not
go
homophobic
done.
ahead.
and
If you want to keep
transphobic.
spreading misinformation, if that's what you want to do, then go ahead.
Girl, he left. But I want to say this to stop, just to clarify, this is a recorded space on your platform. This is from the National Holocaust Museum. It says, yes, gay men and lesbian women and Black men and women were systematically persecuted and imprisoned in concentration camps by the Nazi regime. So they did target people of color and gay people as well. Just the same thing with the current slaughter and genocide in Nigeria. Is it affecting other people? Yes, but the main target is Nigerian Christians. It's the same way. It's the same way with the Holocaust. America turned a blind eye for over 4 years until it was too late, until there was millions of Jews that were killed. It's the same way people are trying to turn a blind eye right now to the to the genocide going on within Nigeria.
There you have it, Majesty, with the final word. I think we're gonna have to leave it there. Mark Lamont Hill has left the stage.
Yeah, because he didn't have anything to stand on.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he was getting.
Well,
I mean, I'm
when you
not.
sit up here and spread lies, as people are going to step in and interrupt you.
I would. I don't think he would think he was spreading
Well, he
lies.
needs to inform himself then
He kept asking for proof of certain claims that he should have researched
before
before
even speaking
even
on it.
commenting on the situation. He didn't research both sides. He didn't research actual Nigerians telling their stories for years. He didn't research none of that. If he did, he would have seen all of the proof that
A few of the other buyers want to come up. I don't know if you want. My bitches want to come up. If you want to let them up, please let them. They want to come up. Dolly, Piggy, if you could
I'm
please.
about to end the space. I didn't anticipate this would happen, so
Well,
I
we've
think
been waiting at him all day. I've been waiting to get into his lying ass all day since he made those lies.
where were the lies at? Where's
He
your?
said that. Okay, I have a clip note.
He said this on the Joe Budden pod, or he said this on his
He said this on his podcast on the, I don't know what it's called.
night school?
Yeah, Marc Lamont Night School official.
Got it.
He also said there's no proof that Christians are being targeted more than Muslims. He also said the danger isn't exclusive to Christians, which we all know.
Is
And
a
then
lie.
he said Nigeria is not an existential threat as well.
Mark?
And that's what I'm saying, right? Like,
What? I have a question. What can Mark Lamont Hill do to make this right? Does he have to sit down with?
recant the misinformation that he's spreading on his
No, sir.
platform.
No, sir.
and do
And do
real
actual research and
on
not be
both
biased just
sides.
because he's a Muslim and it's not affecting his community.
What site should he look up to for proper research? Like, where can people find this information?
Isn't that his job
Did you bring up Dolly and Miss Piggy?
to use
Like,
Google
I don't think
I've
and
come up
use
with
different
plenty of
platforms?
articles that relate to the genocide that's going on in Nigeria and across the continent of Africa because these are news reports. These are news reports that have been coming out all year long.
Even if we
All
don't
year
look at the
long.
news reports, Camille, we have firsthand accounts of
Yeah, and there's
pastors. We have
also
firsthand,
actual Nigerians sharing
right? We have
information.
firsthand account of mothers. We have one mother that had her arm cut off that was just on the news like 4 days ago. They killed her husband, her oldest daughter, and her son, and only her and her baby are alive. And she had her no arm because they macheted her arm. Like, we have firsthand accounts that are saying that this is affecting Christians. Like, this is a Christian genocide, and nobody wants to touch on it because in Trump's first term, they came to Capitol Hill and spoke on it in 2019, but still none of the Democrats want to do anything because it has Trump on it. Nobody wants to touch it or dangle
And
it because
nobody
it has
said
Trump.
anything until Trump spoke up about it. Again, I've been hearing these reports all year long, right? And then Trump speaks up about it. And now all of a sudden people want to say, oh, well, this is misinformation just because you don't like Donald Trump. You don't have to like Donald Trump. But if you don't like Donald Trump so much that you support covering up a genocide, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you because now you're trying to gaslight those of us that have been abreast to what's going on in the continent of Africa all year long. Like now all of a sudden I feel like I'm being gaslit and people are talking about, "Oh, there's no Christian genocide. This isn't happening, blah blah blah." Yes, it is. It's been happening all year. Just because the United States just started hearing about it when Donald Trump said something about it doesn't mean that this has not been happening.
So
Not
there
just
you
this
have it.
year, but for decades it's been happening. But it's been very much heating up this year.
Barb Dolly, you have your hand up. Final words,
Mhm.
Barb Dolly.
So my thing is, right? I just
She
want,
said she has final words for you too. She'd like to come up.
Everybody got final words. All right,
yeah.
go ahead,
Her,
Barb
right, her name
Dolly.
is
So,
Miss. Her name is Miss Treat. Bring my sister.
so my thing is, right? What I want y'all to know is that Nicki is a prophet, a God child, and y'all have been doing this woman so bad. Y'all bloggers and all y'all just jump when it comes down to the hate. Y'all just jump and drag this woman, and you see now Mark looks stupid. He looks stupid, and then you can see when you're smart people, you can see when someone is guilty of their lies. It plays out. You couldn't even sit on the space and speak politely and respectfully without getting jiggy. You look dumb. This is why God said, touch not the Lord's anointed. Nikki has been doing so much behind the scenes when it comes on to helping and speaking up for voices that can't be heard, for people that don't have a voice. They literally stated just the other day when she went there, they said even young girls are being kidnapped and taken from their parents and tortured and raped and so much. And you're telling me as a black man, you sat here and wanted to skip over all this that's happening? Like,
There you have it. We gotta wrap it up, guys. I gotta go. I'm gonna be throwing a space later about something that's a little bit more lighter. This is a serious subject. It's gonna be on the Patreon. I didn't know this was gonna go here. We started talking about Anton Daniels, and it just pivoted to this. But salute to everybody. Salute to Miragesty. Salute to Onika Cookie. Salute to Barb Dolly. Salute to the Barb community. They had something on their mind and they let it be known. Salute to Marc Lamont Hill for coming up here and having the conversation. He had the
Man,
conversation.
fuck him and his mama.
and Iran.
Bald ass
He
Mark.
ugly as hell too.
He
I
got up
mean,
here and
go
spread more
against the queen is
propaganda.
impossible.
He
Y'all
had
bitches
Bald
know
he
what's
Lamont
up.
Hill.
No, he got up
Yeah.
here and spread more lies,
We
misinformation.
More
had him
lies, exactly.
stuttering. We ain't
Mark Lamont lies.
We're
Yep.
gonna end this. Bishop, you're a bitch. All right, all right. Bye
Who's that
everybody.
you?
Yep.
I
Clock
didn't say that one. All right, thank
Yeah,
you.
Mark is also, yeah.
Don't think
All right,
so.
we're gonna
Fuck
wrap
him.
it.